Sascha, it's good to have you back in Hawaii.
Thank you.
And I think the question that the Hawaii tennis players would want to ask is, what have you been doing ever since your team won the WAC championships last year?
Well, I went back to Germany, started playing club tennis, then I trained for a while, and after that I played the tour, started playing in Germany. The beginning was tough. I had to play qualies in every tournament, so I was struggling a little bit. I made the main draw in every tournament, but then I lost first round twice, and then somehow I pulled it together. I finaled the next tournament, did really well in the futures, and after that I decided to go to California, play the futures here. So I played Costa Mesa and Laguna Niguel, and I did okay. I had to go through qualies again, and played 4 rounds of qualies, qualified, then I beat a guy around like 400 ATP first round, lost second round. Then I got injured, I didn't play the next tournament, and in the third tournament I qualified again and lost second round against Lester Cook. Most players probably know who that is, like 180 in the world.
Yeah.
Good American kid, talented player.
Good. Sounds like a strong run.
Yeah.
Strong run. All right. Question would be, did you have anybody traveling with you, or you did this all by yourself?
Well, I based out of Frankfurt, Germany, and so I was practicing there. I had my coaches there. I had everybody. I had a great team, and I would travel usually with friends because it was too expensive to travel with another coach, and so that's what I did. But when I came back from California, I actually got injured, and I had to sit out for like 4 months, and it was a hard time. I was struggling during that time, but then afterwards, I started playing again, but I had troubles coming back, and I played one tournament usually, and I would get injured, so I would have to fly back to Germany. And so at one point, after I was doing that for 3 months, I kept getting injured, and so I decided to stop and finish school because my body was just not up to play professional anymore.
So sounds like you have a network in Frankfurt, in Germany. Yeah. You have a network in California. So when you needed to take your breaks and stuff, you did that. But it sounds like that's what someone who's going for the Pro Tour really needs, is a lot of support.
Yeah, definitely. And it's always great. If you can, you should travel with a coach. It makes a big difference because you're not on your own. You have somebody who supports you, who watches your matches, who can work with you, and it's really helpful. So if anybody out there wants to play the tour, I would recommend get your coach, travel with him, start playing, especially here in Hawaii. You want to go to Asia, play there because the tournaments are just easier. It's not as strong as in Europe, and once you get the points, once you move up in the ATP ranking, you are in the main draw in most tournaments, and so that's very helpful.
Sascha, how did you finance? This is a big endeavor. Did you have to solicit, sponsors and things like that, or?
Well, my parents were great. They always supported me, but I also made money doing club tennis and stuff. I got paid pretty well, so I used basically what I made playing club tennis, and it was enough to travel, coaches, and then of course I had money saved up that I used. But it wasn't a big financial burden for me, but it definitely cost some money to travel, hotels, flights, everything. You have to make sure you're healthy. You have to see a trainer every now and then, so it's really important.
To advise a young player who wants to go on the tour, if they wanted to play for a year, about how much would they have to budget a month, or to cover airfare and coach and travel?
No, I think it depends. There are a lot of players out there that actually play the tour, travel by themselves, and then of course it's not that expensive. But if you want to do it right, you should have a coach with you. Probably because even at the future level, the trainers are not that good. You need to be healthy. You need your conditioning coach and flights and everything. So I would say about around 80,000. But that should cover everything for a whole year. 80,000. You have your coach, everything. It's really professional. And I always felt like if you want to do it, then do it right. So if you want to do it half-ass, it's not gonna work. So you need that money to cover all those expensive coaches. Is really important. You need someone to work with, and so I think if you plan with 80,000, that's pretty good.
Terrific. And then, in terms of, you had a goal before when you first launched out on this project. Do you feel like you've achieved your goal?
Well, I don't think no. My goal was top 100. I wanted to make top 100 after 2 years, and I started off well. I I was actually the fastest mover in Germany because I mean I found from nothing I went to 800, and then afterwards I got injured, so you know that was kind of unfortunate because I was feeling really good on the court, I was playing well, and I would have just, you know, would have been great if I could have just kept playing, but you know I was out for like 4 months and I was struggling to come back. I had more like little injuries, and so you know it just kept coming and coming, so like I mean I had to stop. I didn't achieve my goal, but you know it's an experience, you know. I always told myself, you know, that's something I want to do, and I don't want to sit there when I'm 60, 70, you know, and see players that, you know, made it and that I've maybe beat before, and sit there and be like, okay, you know, what would have been if I would have tried it. So you know I gave it a shot, and I mean, it didn't work out, but it's okay, you know. It's just part of a long journey. You know, you fail, but you know at one point you succeed. And
Terrific. Well, it's really nice to see you here playing in the Masters, the Open Section Championships in semifinals. I know you played against one of your best friends,
Yeah.
Dennis Lajola, here in the semifinal. And can you just tell us about that particular match?
well, I mean, Dennis played, damn, he played well. I mean, last time I saw him, I mean, we've been practicing since I'm back, but before a year ago when I left, he was playing pretty good, but now he's playing really well. I mean, they have a great team this year. They're really deep, and so I'm sure the team is going to do great because he played a great match, and I really had no chance today.
What in particular did he do well?
Well, I mean, he was serving very well. He was returning well, so he was always in the point. And then, you know, he put a lot of pressure on me from the baseline. He was hitting it deep, and once I hit a short ball, he would step up. So I felt a lot of pressure, and you know, I never really got in the game, and so he did a great job.
Well, it's very honorable of you. Thanks for the commentary and the interview, and good luck to you. It's good to welcome you back to Hawaii,
Thank
Sascha.
you. Thank you.